Life, it will never be easy. And that's the truth. Most people spend their entire existence trying to escape. They beg for an easier path. They pray for fewer problems. They wish the storms would stop blowing and the winds would change. But the truth is, wishing never built strength. Wishing never built character. Wishing never turned weakness into power. Wishing never raised anyone out of mediocrity. Jim Rohn once said it best. Don't wish it was easier, wish you were better. Don't wish for less problems, wish for more skills. Don't wish for less challenge, wish for more wisdom. That truth cuts deep because it confronts the very mindset that keeps people stuck. You've been told all your life to wait for conditions to improve, for opportunities to appear, for luck to arrive. But success doesn't wait. It never has. It doesn't knock on your door politely. It rewards those who sharpen themselves, those who rise above the excuses, those who decide to get better instead of waiting for the world to get easier. Look at your life. How many times have you wished the mountain was smaller instead of becoming the climber, strong enough to conquer it? How many times have you wished for a lighter load instead of building the muscle to carry it? How many times have you whispered to yourself, why me? Why this? Why now? As if the universe was supposed to bend for your comfort? But listen carefully. It's not the load that breaks you, it's the way you carry it. And discipline. Discipline is what transforms the unbearable into the conquerable. Jim Rohn used to say, we must all suffer one of two pains, the pain of discipline or the pain of regret. The difference is, discipline weighs ounces, while regret weighs tons. Think about that. Every time you skip the hard work, every time you avoid the uncomfortable, every time you run from responsibility, you may feel relief in the moment. But regret, oh, regret waits at the end of that road, heavier than you can imagine. But when you choose discipline, when you embrace the grind, when you do what must be done, yes, it hurts. Yes, it demands, but it forges a life without the crushing burden of regret. Stop asking life to take away your problems. Problems are the training ground of greatness. They are the weights that build your mental muscle, the fires that forge your character, the storms that prove your foundation. Wishing them away is like asking the gym to take away the weights. Without resistance, there is no growth. Without challenge, there is no champion. Without pain, there is no power. Jim Rohn often compared life to the seasons. Winter always comes. You cannot stop it. Hardship, struggle, difficulty. They arrive on schedule. But after winter comes spring, the season of opportunity, the season to plant, to sow, to take action. But here's the truth. If you wasted winter wishing it away, you'll miss spring because you won't be ready to plant. Summer comes, but summer brings pests, weeds, enemies that try to destroy your harvest. And then comes fall, the season of results, the season of reward or regret. And guess what? Fall doesn't care what you wished for in the past. Fall only delivers the results of the seeds you planted, the work you protected, the discipline you embraced. Life doesn't get easier. The seasons don't skip for your comfort. You get stronger. You get wiser. You get better. So stop waiting for something outside of you to change. Stop waiting for politicians to fix it, for luck to bless you, for someone to come rescue you. Nobody's coming. And that's good news, because it means it's on you. It means the power has always been in your hands. And the moment you accept that, life changes. Jim Rohn said, for things to change, you have to change. For things to get better, you have to get better. For things to improve, you have to improve. That's the key. That's the secret. That's freedom. Think about the word discipline. People run from it because it sounds like chains, like restriction, like pain. But discipline is not the enemy. Discipline is the liberator. Discipline equals freedom. Discipline is waking up early to chase your purpose instead of sleeping in and surrendering to mediocrity. Discipline is choosing to eat for energy and strength instead of eating for comfort and regret. Discipline is choosing to read, to study, to grow instead of drowning your mind in distractions. Discipline is saying no to what weakens you and yes to what strengthens you. And when you embrace discipline, you are free. Free from the chains of laziness, free from the prison of regret, free from the limits of your excuses. Picture two people. One wishes for an easier life. The other embraces a harder path. The first one avoids pain, avoids challenge, avoids responsibility. But every night they go to bed with an empty heart, an unfulfilled soul, and the gnawing feeling of wasted potential. The second one wakes up earlier, trains harder, studies longer, pushes further. They sweat, they struggle, they sacrifice. But every night they sleep with pride, with growth, with the fire of knowing they are becoming more. Who do you think wins? Who do you think tastes freedom? Who do you think lives without regret? Life will test you. It will break you if you let it. It will demand everything. But inside of you is the power to rise. Inside of you is the capacity to get better. Inside of you is the greatness Jim Rohn spoke of. If only you stop asking for easy and start demanding better from yourself. Hear me now. Wishing is weakness. Action is strength. Complaining is a slow death. Discipline is life. Do you want success? Then stop waiting for it to soften. You want freedom? Then stop waiting for it to arrive on its own. Do you want happiness? Then stop waiting for circumstances to smile on you. Stop wishing it was easier. Start getting better. Because success doesn't wait. Neither should you. Every single day you're faced with a choice. A simple, brutal choice. Do you choose the easy road or the right road? Do you choose comfort or discipline? Do you choose short-term relief or long-term freedom? Jim Rohn said, we must all suffer one of two pains, the pain of discipline or the pain of regret. Let that sink in. The pain of discipline weighs ounces. Waking up early is hard, but it's only for a moment. Pushing through your workout is hard, but it only lasts an hour. Opening that book, writing that page, making that call, grinding on your dream. It stings in the moment, but it passes. And on the other side, growth, progress, strength. But regret is heavy. Regret doesn't pass. Regret haunts you. Regret whispers in your ear at night when you close your eyes. You could have been more. You should have been more. But you chose comfort. Regret weighs tons, and you carry it for life. Look at the faces of the elderly who wasted their years. The sadness in their eyes is not because life was too hard. It's because they know they avoided the discipline that would have made them who they were meant to be. Don't let that be your story. Don't let your future self curse you for the choices you made today. Choose discipline now, and regret will never own you. Most people wake up wishing life would stop being so hard. They pray for the winds to calm down, for the storms to vanish. But Jim Rohn taught, don't wish for less problems, wish for more skills. Because life will always be hard. Storms will always come, the winds will always blow. Imagine a sailor on the ocean. A weak sailor begs for the sea to calm. A strong sailor builds stronger sails, learns to navigate the storm, and rides the waves to his destination. The ocean never gets easier. The sailor gets better. Your problems are not curses. They are calls. They are assignments. They are signals that you need to grow. Every problem you solve expands your capacity. Every obstacle you overcome unlocks new strength. Every challenge is a doorway to transformation. So instead of saying, "Why me?" start saying, "Try me." Instead of asking for less problems, ask for more wisdom, more courage, more discipline, more skill. Because the more you grow, the smaller the problems feel. Jim Rohn said, "Life is about the seasons." Winter comes for everyone. Hardship is unavoidable. Struggles, loss, setbacks. They arrive uninvited, unannounced, unavoidable. But winter is not the end. Winter is preparation. Winter is the test. Winter is your chance to prove yourself. After winter comes spring, opportunity. The seeds are ready to be planted. Ideas can be born. Dreams can be pursued. But spring doesn't last forever. If you waste your spring wishing instead of working, complaining instead of planting, the season will pass, and you'll be left with nothing to harvest. Summer comes next, but summer is not easy. Summer brings weeds, pests, enemies that try to choke your progress, destroy your crops, and rob your harvest. That's when you must guard what you've planted, protect your dream, fight for what's yours. And then comes fall, the season of results. Fall is fair. It doesn't lie, it doesn't cheat, it doesn't give participation trophies. It delivers only what you planted, protected, and nurtured. Fall is the season of truth. If you planted nothing, if you wasted spring, if you neglected summer, fall delivers emptiness. But if you embrace discipline, if you sow the seeds, if you guard the work, fall delivers abundance. That is the law of seasons. Life will not get easier. The seasons will not change. Only you can change. Only you can prepare, plant, protect, and reap. Excuses. They are the chains that keep most people locked in mediocrity. People say, "I don't have time." But Jim Rohn would answer, "You don't need more time. You need more discipline." They say, "I don't have the money." Jim would reply, "You don't need more money. You need more resourcefulness." They say, "I don't have the talent." Jim would say, "You don't need more talent. You need more skill. And skill is developed." Excuses sound comforting. They let you off the hook. They protect your ego, but they destroy your destiny. Every excuse you make today is a thief robbing your tomorrow. And the truth is, the world doesn't care about your excuses. The marketplace doesn't care. Life doesn't care. It only rewards results. So break free. Tear down the wall of excuses. Replace "I can't" with "How can I?" Replace "I don't have" with "How do I build?" Replace "It's not possible" with "I will make it possible." That's the shift. That's the power. That's when you stop wishing it was easier and start getting better.